A billionaire can buy private jets, mansions in multiple countries, entire sports teams, even influence governments. Yet many of them still wake up feeling like they do not have enough. Not enough power, not enough control, not enough status. Because at the highest level of wealth, money stops being about survival. It becomes psychological, a game, a war. And the terrifying part is that the game never ends. The richer people become, the more addicted they often become to getting richer. This is the hidden psychology of billionaires, and why infinite money is never enough. Oliver, most people spend their lives believing money is the finish line, the dream, the answer. We imagine that if we ever became rich, stress would disappear forever, that happiness would finally arrive, that life would somehow become complete. But when you study some of the wealthiest people on earth, you discover something strange. Many of them are still chasing, still competing, still restless, still unsatisfied. Which raises a dangerous question. If billions of dollars cannot satisfy human desire, then what actually can? For the average person, money means safety, paying rent, buying food, escaping stress. Financial freedom feels like peace. But for billionaires, money evolves into something completely different. At that level, money is no longer survival. It becomes identity, influence, status, power. A millionaire may dream about buying a luxury car. A billionaire dreams about owning the company that makes the car. That is the difference. The game changes, because once every physical desire is already available, wealth becomes emotional. It becomes competitive, and competition has no limit. There is always another billionaire with a bigger company, a larger yacht, more influence, more attention, more control. At the highest levels of wealth, comparison becomes endless. Offers. Human beings naturally compare themselves to others. Poor people compare salaries. Middle-class people compare lifestyles. Millionaires compare assets. Billionaires compare power. And that comparison becomes psychological torture. Imagine being worth $3 billion, but walking into a room filled with people worth $50 billion. Suddenly, you no longer feel powerful, even though you possess more wealth than entire countries, because wealth is relative. The human brain adapts frighteningly fast. What once felt impossible eventually starts feeling normal. This is called hedonic adaptation, the ability humans have to normalize almost anything, even extreme success. The private jet that once felt impossible eventually feels ordinary. The mansion loses its emotional impact. Luxury becomes routine. And once luxury becomes normal, the mind immediately searches for the next level. Bigger, more exclusive, more powerful, more impossible. The chase never truly stops. Offers. Ironically, the more wealth people gain, the more fear they often develop, because the higher you climb, the more terrifying falling becomes. Billionaires are not just protecting money, they are protecting identity, reputation, status, legacy, entire empires. One bad decision, one market collapse, one scandal, one technological disruption can destroy decades of dominance. And many billionaires know this. That fear creates obsession, constant work, constant control, constant expansion, because stopping starts feeling dangerous. In public, extreme wealth looks relaxing, but psychologically, it can become exhausting. The pressure to remain powerful never disappears. Offers. At a certain point, making more money is no longer necessary. It becomes emotional, almost chemical, similar to an addiction. Every deal, every acquisition, every victory triggers dopamine, the feeling of winning, and winning becomes addictive. That is why some billionaires continue working aggressively, long after they already secured enough wealth for multiple lifetimes, because the money itself is no longer the reward. The reward is domination, expansion, influence, being bigger than yesterday. Wealth becomes a scoreboard, and scoreboards are designed to keep people playing forever. Offers. There is another side of extreme wealth that people rarely talk about: isolation. The richer someone becomes, the harder genuine relationships often become, because trust changes. Motives become unclear. People want access, opportunities, connections, favors, and over time, billionaires can become trapped inside environments where almost every interaction feels transactional. Imagine never fully knowing whether people love you or love your power. That level of uncertainty creates emotional distance, which is why some extremely wealthy people become paranoid, detached, or emotionally disconnected from ordinary life. The wealth increases, but genuine connection sometimes decreases. Offers. Most people believe money solves everything. And to be fair, money absolutely solves many problems. Poverty creates stress. Financial struggle creates pain. Wealth can absolutely improve life. But this is the part nobody talks about. Human desire expands endlessly, which means external success alone can never permanently satisfy the human mind. That is why billionaires continue chasing more. Not because they need another $1 billion to survive, but because the pursuit itself became part of who they are. The real addiction was never money. It was significance, status, power, the feeling of becoming larger than life. And in a world where someone always has more, enough becomes almost impossible to define, which is why some of the richest people on earth still never truly feel rich.